trading patterns. So and of course it's Xiaohu, one of the best LeBlancs. I mean, he has played this champion across his career. That should mean that LeBlanc is going to win out. You want to stay mid, and as bot, you want to stay bot because you generate more stacks of the quest.
Ooh, Xiaohu going for an aggressive plan tonight, landing the flash chain, and JJ comes in as well. That's the mid jungle for Weibo. Shun back, who was a big part of their 2024 season as well.
Yeah, we see a few interesting things unfolding here. We're going to get to see this again. This is how the nature of the matchup is. You just want to be pressing
back
E.
into the tower, and we'll be able to get the solo kill as the Weibo mid laner gets punished heavily. But now, in the bottom lane, it's Elk and Erha getting revenge on Elk's former bot lane counterpart, as On will go down on a 2v2 kill himself. We get skirmishing on the top side as well, as Bin's going in onto Zika, looking for a sort of play. Ultimate's already been popped. The mana is very low on Bin's side, and Zika's on the wrong side of the map. Gonna have to escape underneath
assist mechanism to take out Xiaohu and take back his spot in this game.
Now we see down in the bottom lane a dive about to happen as Shun goes in with the Cyclone onto Elk. Chain of Corruption does not connect, and Viper will go down to the turret, but he will get another kill in response. Xiaohu, though, comes in, forces Shun to flash away as well, but Erha lands a Tangle Barbs of his own with a nice flash to pick up a double kill for Xiaohu, and it's 5-2 to Weibo. Actually, for a play on to Bin. Has the ultimate at his disposal, but gonna get hit up with the public execution before he can even proc an R of his own. Erha the one to land the final blow, and Weibo are dominating the Rift here in game 1.
Wow, it looks like BLG is just not quite ready for their first. Does have the depth charge here, the Nautilus ultimate. That is one of the best ways to kill LeBlanc because there's just almost no way to lock that champion. 30% max HP shield. And he used that shield to all of his advantage.
Ooh, meanwhile, is so low. Meanwhile, they got a fight here in the mid lane as the Pop Blossom goes on, and the Nautilus is immediately bursted down. However, Shun goes in with the Cyclone and makes it a trade at least of the support champions, being able to survive up in the top side as well as Zika unable of that mid lane quest in Knight's hands, going for the upgraded Merc Treads, as you say, and not going to be able to be taken down as easily. And speaking of taken down, Zika be in some trouble here as the Grim Deliverance goes forward for Bin, who's playing very aggressively right now. Lands the Q2, knows he has the revive, and that is why he's going for an aggressive play like this, waiting for Shun to come in and finish the job. Goes in with the Cyclone. Zika doesn't hit the ulti, but is able to gather enough distance to escape underneath his tier 2 turret.
Yeah, and the Knight TPing in here, this is actually really interesting. In the previous seasons, at this being minute 15, this tower would just immediately die with no plates, but the way it works is there's these passive on the turrets called Bulwark, which means the more characters near the tower, the tankier they are. And so that's why, even though you have 3 champions hitting the tower, it just takes that long to take it out because the tower is just even tankier. Wow. So they finally do punch through it, but that's a pretty big...
Secured for themselves. Think about the burst ability that they already have in their kits. It's going to be harder for burst to go the opposite way. Of course, if they're able to pick up some of these extra resistances. So, 1,500 gold lead here for Weibo. It has dwindled slightly over the past few minutes, but they are still in a good position in this first game against BLG, given that they have this soul point. Up to the top lane, a little bit of a play on to Zika, who does not have that public execution at its disposal, and so Shun will be able to take him down with the help of Knight. Scoop and score here for BLG, but it'll come at a big cost as Xiaohu will come in and finish off the kill onto the Wukong with his Ignite, and now Knight's going to be in trouble as well as Erha lands the Pop Blossom, and Weibo perfectly punished the BLG mid-jungle duo.
Yeah, it looked like the BLG mid-jungle duo. Yeah, we see that there's technically a 7 gold lead, make it 8 for Knight, but across the board, it's gold leads for Weibo. They're just simply playing better. We have a bit of a fight here.
Xiaohu going for a big play onto Viper, chunks him to half HP, but now going to have to play some fancy footwork, and he's able to escape and just break BLG's ankles.
Huge chunk onto one of the carries. They just have to keep preying on these mid waves and finding a way to start up this Drake for themselves, because if they keep dancing, Weibo's going to have it.
Ooh, Dredgeline connects here onto the Jarvan. JJ forced to flash away after utilizing the Cataclysm. Erha has the Pop Blossom, but only finds Shun, who's able to flash away himself. Xiaohu never really got a chance to get into the backline. He has to get himself out of there himself. And that means that BLG able to survive the initial assault of Weibo, with Zika and Elk now pushing down the mid lane to try to get some chip damage onto the tier 1 turret. Shun has started up this dragon, and it should be pretty easy for BLG to finish it off and deny the soul. But JJ still waiting,
50-50.
still hunting to try to go for a bit of a steal. He does have his smite. Into the pit they go. Here's the big burst. Here's the play. Elk already gets the kill on the on, and it's the soul not secured by the side of Weibo. Grim Deliverance in here for Bin, and Knight's flashing over the wall to try to finish off some kills on the Weibo side. Bin flashes in, gets the kill onto Zika, but on the backside of things, it's Elk picking one back up in response. Xiaohu and Erha still alive. It's still a 2v2 with them against Knight and Xiaohu, but Knight now feeling confident enough to flash forward, dash in onto Xiaohu, and allow the Weibo mid laner to flee. BLG deny the soul, and they'll win the team fight on top of it. It's a 3 for...
in the early game when you're having the flash as well, and you know, these champions, the later the game goes on, the less useful they become, whereas that is not the same
Look
story.
at On. Was that blind onto Xiaohu? Oh my goodness, allowing for Shun to go in and finish off a big shutdown onto the star player of Weibo. That is a massive play from BLG's support, and it's going to allow them to start up this Baron Nashor in a 4v5.
Yeah, that's exactly what BLG needed here, and they just call everything onto this Baron. Weibo's not going to be happy about this.
JJ looking to try to hunt his way back into the pit. Issues the Cataclysm. They're going to go for the full-on fight instead. Knight unable to find anybody here with the Emperor's Divide. And Zika wreaking havoc on the back line. And Viper in some trouble with the Public Execution going on top of him. Zika almost able to finish off the kill, and he will be able to do so. And on the back side of things, it's Elk finishing off the rest of Bilibili Gaming. It's his former team, and Elk is here with a vengeance. Only Bin is left alive on BLG's side, but he's just revived and still very, very healthy in this situation. Healing up enough, but it will not be enough for them to win the fight. It's Elk finishing off the ace, and Weibo going over to the Baron themselves.
It is season 16, but they did kite him out really well, and I think it was just the wrong look there. Another fight.
Now we get right back to action here with the dragon spawning in 7 seconds. Bin gets deleted, and Zika goes forward with Public Execution, burning the spell shield on Viper, but not landing the knockup. It is overall a 1-for-0 in favor of Weibo, but remember that this dragon will be the soul if they pick it up, and BLG not even bothering to contest. They're looking for objectives instead. They'll be able to get this tier 2 tower in the mid lane, but it'll come at the cost of a big mountain soul for Weibo.
Yeah, and this is all off of the back of that Baron play. I know that it looks really intimidating to just try flipping the Baron, but Grapes, it was down to execute the fight, but sometimes you just have to have the courage, the gusto to just flip the whole game. They didn't have that confidence, and now it's going to cost them a mountain soul.
Emotes at his former teammate. He knows that he wanted that one bad, but not going to happen as Knight comes out fruitless once more.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be missing Azir ult where you're trading ult for flash, but Grapes, that was the third Azir ult of the game that just did nothing. And here we go, we got another look. Zika doesn't get anything from that blast cone, thankfully for BLG, but yeah, I mean...
currently provides. Who's going to be able to do that damage, though? I mean, it's not Viper at this stage in the game. He's playing Poke Varus. Will it be Knight? We'll see here as a fight already has broken out. Depth Charge lands onto Zika, who is currently level 19 with that upgraded top lane quest. Not able to find too much more than about half of the Mbets's HP bar, though. The Baron is about to spawn in 5 seconds. Zika is going to head back to base. He has an Unleashed teleport at his disposal. But BLG might have to go for broke in a situation
look
like
at this TP spot.
With Jejes controlling so much of this space. He finds the Cataclysm on a Viper and takes the Varus down instantly. And Zika comes right back into the fight. Up the 2-man Pot Blossom from Erha. And that's curtains of game number 1. Weibo absolutely destroy BLG in their grand return to the 2026 stage. 21-9. They have a soul on top of it. And off the back of Xiaohu's LeBlanc, Weibo going to get game 1 of this best-of-3 series.
Oh yeah, there's almost no way that BLG is going to survive this. I mean, I've seen some miracles before, but as Zah and Azir here, there's practically no way they're defending this. I mean, I do like it as Weibo. You go for the 99. I mean, it looked like they possibly could have ended there, but again, I mean, Azir, he does have R, he does have Flash, he does have Zhonya. He could possibly defend them. So
the Elder as well. If they can get both of these, certainly will be wraps. as On is looking for an engage. Bin trying to find some sort of poke, and On already getting assassinated by the likes of Xiaohu. Elder could be the topic of conversation, but not before Elk's already able to dish out a ton of damage, and it's a triple kill in for Xiaohu on the LeBlanc, waiting for the revive onto Bin to finish the job. They're going to give the kill over to Erha, and that will be it. Elder not needed, as Weibo will march down the mid lane and take game 1.
Yeah, and poetically, the only player left for BLG is the new blood back into the LPL on Bilibili here in Viper. He's just going to have to sit and watch as the rest of his team crumbles around him, and there is just nothing he can do as Weibo with the Mountain Soul, with the Baron, with all 5 members in tow, completely steamrolling BLG's base, destroying their Nexus in a handed fashion,